Good.
Let's get started. Come into center, into standing. Ooh, ready in there.
Just gonna do this a tiny bit. Okay.
And then we start rolling through the feet, warming up in the feet over the balls of the foot. Really stretch them open. Nice. Stretch over your curves as well. Ooh. Lovely. Into the foot joints, the jumping joints. Nice and soft. And then from here into the knees, circling, opening, stretching, loosening up, shaking out, whatever you need. Good. Lovely. And other direction. Great. Let's take a few wriggles. Nice, great. And then into the hip sockets. Ooh. Yeah, especially when we later stretch into splits, really prepare your hips. Good. Nice. Into the hip flexors, here the front sides of the hips. Good. Smooth. And then towards the belly button, lumbar spine. Bending, circling, spiraling. Whatever you need. It also depends where you have tension. So if you have tension at some points in your body, just try to stretch into them. Really open them up. Good. And then further upwards towards your rib cage. Ooh. Spine, mobile and flexible. Good. And then towards the sternum and the shoulders. Ooh. Stretching long and open. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Yes. Good. Especially when you sit at the desk for long hours during the day. Really open up that area. Great. Into elbows, into wrists and fingers. And then keep softening the whole body. Keep softening. Nice. And then from here, start circling with your head. Take your shoulders with you. Great. And then other direction. Ooh. Lovely. Amazing. And then come back to center and loosen up a bit. Wow. Shaky, shaky. Ooh, 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 ooh. Imagine you're shaking of the muscles in the flesh from the bones into the ground. Good. Especially here in the shoulders and the neck. Nice. Great. And then from here we start warming into our exercises. So we open up into a bit wider position. And then we take a few big squats and roll back our shoulders. Yes. Warming up in the knees, in the hips. Lovely. Feel the blood flow in the body. Nice. Good. Lovely. And then from here, let go. And we start circling in one leg, open up here. Nice and wide in the turnout. Yes. And then towards the inside. Try to stay loose, not to build up tension. Good. And then other leg. Good. And towards the inside. Lovely. And loosen up. And then maybe find a thing to hold on to, maybe a wall or the back of a chair. And then just take a few easy leg swings. Loosen the foot. Great. Nice. And other leg. Nice, and let go. And then we swing from side to side, soft in the knees. Then we take a little bend, plie. And then look back, rotating open in your chest. Good. And then let go of that. Slowly, slowly. Take your time. Good. Come back into center. And then we swing forwards. So we lift our arms. Then we have two bounces in the knees and come up. Whoa. Let go in your head. In your neck. Whoosh. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Oh. Great. Two more times. Ooh. Good. And then from here, we come into a lunge position. One leg front, one leg back. And we take a huge circle with that arm towards the front leg. Change legs underneath you and open up to the other side. Change legs. Stretch wide open. Nice. Each side one more time. Lovely. And then from here, step back into down dog. Nice and long. Good. Stretch open behind those knees. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. And then pull up the heels and place them back down. Pull up and place them back down. And try to become longer and longer in the back. Nice. And then from here, keep going. So lift up the heels, roll through the body. Come down, open up into cobra. Bend your knees and come up. 2 more times in your flow. Nice. Great. Lovely. And then from here, walk towards your hands. Let your upper body hang long. And then bend the knees and slowly roll up. Round spine. Head comes last. Good. Come back into standing. We open up in a big second position. Hands into a star. And then we bend and stretch. Yes. Good. Open up the knees wide to the side. Yes. Nice. Stretch even further up. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. 4 more times. Great. And then from here, we take our elbows, rotate our feet towards the front, and take a few big circles here with your upper body. Ooh. Stretch your sides. Good. Lovely. And then from here, other direction, whoop. Great. Super. And then come back into standing, open up the arms, and then we fold to one side. Look up towards the ceiling. Open back up, other side. Good. Long. Stretch yourself wide. Lovely. Each side one more time. Amazing. Good. And then just shake it out, let it swing. I hope you guys are a bit warm. I'm definitely. Wah. Have a sip of water, put on your warm clothes if you like. Nice. Good, guys. And when you're back, just come back into center. Find your spot. Good. We start in standing. Just wait until everyone's back. Good. Good. And from here, we open the toes towards the side, rotate outwards in your hips. And then we take a huge long pull towards the side. Open up widely. Good. It's okay if your hip goes a bit to the side as well. Nice. And then from here, look down. And then open slightly with your shoulder. Open up, look up. Come back to center. And then from here, we put ourselves into diagonal. So our back goes into a flat back. Long, pull yourself here, great. And then come back, opening up. Good. Maybe go a little deeper now. And come back up slowly, slowly. Other side. Ooh. Yes, find the stretch here. And then look down. And look up. Open up in your shoulder. And come back into center. And then rotate your back, pulling into diagonal with that arm. Nice. Stretch yourself long. And then come back, opening up towards the front. Maybe go a bit deeper. Lovely. And come into center. From here, we take both arms up. And then stretch long with a long back towards the front, lowering down. And then from here, close the toes so you parallel. Nice. And then rock from side to side with your hips. Nice. Stretching the inside of the legs, the length here until the heels coming wide and opener. Nice. And then from here, stretch towards the right. So pull your nose towards the right knee. Good. Try to relax in the hips. Amazing. And then towards the other side, nose pulls towards the left knee. Good, and then come back to center and just melt further down. Trying to actively relax in the back and the hip muscles. Lovely. And then from here, come into a big second. So you open the knees towards the side, shift into turn out. Good. Elbows onto the knees and press open. Come longer and longer with the top of your head. Great. And then from here, we have a little twist. We look over our right shoulder, still press into the left knee. Keep growing, keep breathing. Good, and change. Twist, look over the left shoulder. And then come into center. Last little push open. And then from here, place your hands down, shift your feet towards parallel. Place your hands onto your hip bones and pull yourself long. Top of your head, pulls long, 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 long. Up, nice. From here, step towards the top of your mat. We open up the arms towards the sides and melt down into a forward fold. Good. Place your hands onto the shins. Pull yourself long, open up the sternum. Good. And melt down. Nice and long. And then from here, step into downward dog. Good. Maybe you already feel a difference. Pull the heels towards the floor. Melt down with your chest. Good, and then we lift our left leg. Stay parallel. Stay long behind the knees. Good. And then open up. Turn out in the hips. Nice and long. Stretch behind those knees. Right. And then let your heel drop. Let your calf drop. Open even wider in the hip flexors. And then elongate that leg. Pull it up. Last push. And then turn towards parallel. And place that foot between your hands into low lunge. Good. Arrive here. The back heel is pulling back. Front leg is into 90 degrees angle. Heel directly under your knee. Nice. And then we place our right hand onto the floor, open up with the front arm towards the front leg. Look up if you like. Lovely. Good. Place that hand back down and swap sides. So left hand onto the floor. Shift your right foot. Press your knee into your shoulder and open up. Good. Sink further into the hips. Nice. And then place both hands next to your foot, to the front foot. Shift your back heel back foot towards parallel, and then stretch that front leg. Good. Stretch your nose towards your leg. Long, long, long. Good. And then come back to into low lunge. Place your right knee onto the mat. Nice. And sink into those hips. Lovely. From here, we lift our right foot and then pull with your hands that foot towards your hips. Be gentle. This is quite a strong stretch. So let your muscle relax into it. Nice. And then slowly place your foot back down, shift back, come into seating, stretch that front leg, flex here. And let your chest sink over that left leg. Work with work with your heaviness, work with your weight rather than pushing down. So let your weight pull you down. Let your weight relax the muscles rather than pressing into the muscles, yeah? On the long term, that's much healthier and much more effective. Good. Relax in your shoulders. Nice. And then shift back towards the front into the lunge. Keep the right knee onto the mat. And then open that left foot more to the side. Yeah, so when you see, I open it really wide to the side. I even turn it out a little bit. Give it and then open up your chest towards the front. Nice. And then if you like, you place your elbows onto the mat. Sink even deeper. Keep breathing, not holding your breath. Good. And then let the front leg come into a 90-degree angle onto the floor, into pigeon. So find the position first. Yep. Good. And then sink into the muscles. Also again, use your weight. And take it slow, be patient. Your body needs to adapt because these are quite deep stretches. Nice. Give yourself time. Lovely. And then slowly, slowly come back up. We bend also our right knee. And then we melt down with our back onto the mat. Maybe first just the lower arms, and then your back. And find the stretch in the right thigh. Lowering your hips. Amazing. And then slowly come back up. Gentle, gentle. Good. And then from here, we stretch our front leg and we bend our back leg into a jazz split. Good. Nice. So you feel this opening here in the right inside thigh. Good. And then melt onto the left leg. This is the preparation for the split. Nice. And then slowly, slowly, when you feel ready, stretch your back leg, come to a split position. Great. And then slowly bend your legs. Gentle, gentle. Good. And then from here, we do the other side. So place our hands in front and come into a downward dog. And we feel a difference between both legs. Nice. And then from here, we lift our right leg parallel in the hips. Stretch behind your knees. And then from here, open up. Open in your hips. Turned out. And then let your heel drop. Your calf drop, open even wider. In the hip flexors in the thigh. And then stretch back up. Nice. And come into parallel. And then place that right foot between your hands. Find your balance here. Ooh. Breathe into the stretch, lowering your hips. Nice. And then left hand is on the floor. We open up with the right hand towards the ceiling. Look up. Good. And then swap hands. Shift your left foot and press your shoulder into your knees. Open up here. And then shift back. Both your hands and also in your left foot. And then from here we stretch the front leg. Long in the front body. Lovely. Keep melting. And then bend that front knee. Place your left knee onto the floor. Keep sinking. And then from here, lift your left foot and pull your left foot towards your hips. Also here again, be patient. Let your muscle adapt. Let release first. And go deeper. Lovely. And then place that foot back down. And then come back into sitting. Front leg is straight. Foot is flexed. Nice. Keep softening. Keep releasing in your shoulders, in your neck. and holding the muscles. Great. And then slowly, slowly come back to the front. Open your right foot towards the side. Good. And let your hips sink. Open your sternum towards the front. Good. And then if you like, place your lower arms onto the mat. And then from here, shift your front leg towards, onto the mat, into a right angle into 90 degrees. Your left leg is straight. Good. And then keep melting towards the ground. Nice. Keep breathing into the muscles. I know it's a deep stretch. And then slowly, slowly come up. And from here, we bend our left leg and we lean back. Nice. Onto the mat. Find the stretch in the left thigh. If you need the stretch to be a bit deeper, then place your right foot onto the ground or even lift your right knee towards the chest. Depends if you would like to deepen your stretch here. Nice. And then from here, come slowly back into sitting. And then stretch your front leg, bend that left leg into chest splits. We will prepare your legs for the split and melt onto the front leg. Nice. And then slowly, slowly stretch into the splits. Again, be patient. And then slowly close your eyes. Take your time. Not close your eyes. No, close your legs. Take your time. Good. Maybe give your legs a little massage. Ooh, little wriggle. Lovely. Nice, guys. Good. And then from here, we open into big second position. Go as far as you can. If you still feel warm enough for it, should do actually. Good. And really important is that the toes keep looking up, the knees keep looking up, so you don't fall inside. Yes. Nice. Good. Lovely. And try to let your muscles relax into it. Nice. And then from here, we stretch to one leg. Nice. And then look towards the knee. Let your head drop. And then open up. Nice. And come back to center, other side. Ooh. And then from here, look towards the knee underneath you. Let your head drop. And then open back up. Nice. And come back into center. Lovely. And then from here, we open our arms towards the side, and then the right arm goes underneath the left arm. We have a little knot here, and then we open, literally lift up our elbows. Nice. Pull your shoulder blades from each other. And shift down a little, bend down. Nice. And open up other side. So left arm goes underneath the right arm. We pull up. Really pull into the elbows. So keep opening between the shoulder blades. And then from here, shift down a little. Nice. And then loosen up, place your hands in front of you, and we slowly, slowly melt towards the front. Good. Centimeter by centimeter, take your time. And our aim is that our belly button touches the floor. So rather than rolling down with your head first, try to keep shifting forwards with your belly button into your lumbar spine. So you open up in the hips rather than bending your back. Good. Slowly, slowly. Keep your toes pointing upwards and your knees. Keep sinking. Keep breathing. Keep releasing. And last, we'll push Take those seconds, those last 10 seconds to go to your max. Nice. And then from here, slowly, slowly roll back up. Good. Take your time. Nice. And then shift your legs together. Ooh, heavy, heavy. And also here, give yourself a little wriggle, a little massage, especially here in the thighs. Nice. And just slightly open your legs. Not big position. And then just let your upper body hang. So you can be round, the head can drop, be round, and just let your shoulders relax. No pushing, no pulling, just let your body weight hang. Nice. Amazing. And then slowly, slowly roll back up. We close our feet, soles of the feet together. Roll tall. And then we place our hands on the back of our head. Let our head drop towards the front. Stretch in the neck. After a long week, there's often a lot of tension. Great, and then let your top of the head go face into diagonal. So you still look down, maybe just one hand on your back of the head. And then other diagonal. Nice. And then back to center, lift your head. Then we place one hand onto our left ear. Lean that head towards the side. Amazing. And the other side. Good. And then from here, come back to center, close your knees. And then from here, we roll back into rock and roll. So we roll back in front. Make sure you have a bit space around you. Ooh. Relax the back muscles. Nice and loose. And then from here, we leave our feet behind our head. Good. Keep widening your neck muscles. Lovely. And then stretch your legs. And we slowly, slowly roll down onto the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Ooh, suspend that movement. And then let your legs slowly, slowly, slowly sink down. Ooh, good. Nice. And then, oh, just enjoy this relief in the muscles. Close your eyes. Notice how your muscles more and more relaxed, become heavier, how your muscles kind of elongate and breathe rather than contract. Imagine the back of your body, those points that actually touch the floor, spread little roots into the ground. The floor supports you and holds you, and you just give all of your weight towards the ground underneath you. You're carried, you are taken care of. Relax into that, enjoy that support. Nice. And feel those points into the floor, feel the heaviness. Notice how the head becomes heavier and warm, how your shoulders sink into the floor, the upper arms, the lower arms, the hands dropping into the ground, your rib cage, your upper body, your pelvis, your hips, sinking and sinking, your thighs, your calves, the heels of your feet, they sink and sink further into the floor. And just give in to that. And then from here, come slowly back into space. Become aware of your fingertips, your toes. Wriggle through your body, stretch and mobilize. Maybe rock your head from side to side. And then stretch long. Ooh, amazing. And then from here, roll slowly onto one of your sides. And come back into the feet position, maybe cross-legged. Nice. And then place your hands here onto your heart. Good. And then from here, open up towards the sky, circling down and closing back to center. Nice. And then other direction. Opening up from the bottom towards the sky, taking it all in, all the positivity, everything good, and place it onto your heart. Nice, guys. We're closing up the week here. Going into Friday night.
Lovely.